that's why it took me a while to get my music right, because I was recording with the best producers in the best studios, and I'd record it, and everybody would say it's cool, but like, is this really what you went through? And all I really could write about was performing at the White House, being on tour. Like my whole life has been on the road, so I remember telling my mom, like, I'm gonna take 1 year to just not live a normal life, but I'm gonna experience some normal things. I need to get my heart broken. I need to probably break somebody. So I need to really, like, never been on a date, never been to a football game, and I'm like 24 years old.
Oh yeah, it's going down. Welcome to the Daily Canon, and it's an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to be joined by a young man that's been in the game for quite some time. We've seen him in one of the more popular groups from his generation. We're going to get into that a little bit later on in the debates. But definitely, the ladies love him. Still, to this day, the one and only Princeton Perez.
Yeah.
What's good, my brother?
Woo! What's good, bro?
How you been?
I'm doing good. It's early.
Now, you are definitely one of the people in the industry that make me feel old as fuck.
Hell, absolutely not. I feel like I met you when I was, maybe 14, 13 years old?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're a grown-ass man now. Yeah. And I remember y'all came, like, all of Mindless Behavior came into my office and took over my office at Nickelodeon.
You don't, I don't mean to interrupt, but you don't know this, but even before Mindless, I was going out on auditions, like, since I was 5 years old, like, just doing things. My very first official audition when I was signed to an agent was for something that you were doing. You were like the first celebrity I ever met, first big thing, and then I ended up joining Mindless, so I obviously started doing that, but that was my first experience.
Yeah, probably like something I was producing for Nickelodeon or something like that. That's crazy, see? Make me feel old as fuck.
Heck no.
But man, to see you still going and still doing it, man, I mean, I salute you just based off of, as we all know, how this game could be.
Yeah.
And even at a young age, man, you guys were so mature and dealt with so much, and really have one of those stories of like, man, you been through it, and it shows that, you know, the fact that you still at it, that, yo, this you built for this. This is what it's for, man. So what we got coming up? What should we be looking for?
I'm just working my co-writer right here, Mike River. He actually was in the group towards the end when there was like replacements. So we just kept our bond and we started working on a project. So I have this dope EP coming, and honestly, bro, I just wrote from the perspective of, you know, growing up in this industry, there's a lot of people that come in and come out, and you really don't know who to trust or really who you are sometimes. So I just wrote from that perspective, just being lost in the days, but kind of like being comfortable in that weird moment in your life.
Yeah.
Because it could be fun if you kind of just like say F everybody's opinion and do what you want to do. So that's kind of what I've been writing from about right now.
Nah, that's dope. And obviously from a grown man's perspective, because that guy, I mean, I kind of caught a little bit of that, even though I came in the game, I was pretty much, by the time people knew who I was an adult, but still because of the Nickelodeon stigma and all that stuff, people just thought I was a kid. And even still to this day, like I'm in my 40s and people still be like, hey man, what's up, little man?
Yeah, for real.
Be like, I got your motherfucking little man.
Right. It's so funny when I meet fans and they're like, we were the same age growing up and I thought I was way older than you. I'm like, well, if we were the same age, that means we're the same age right now. So it's definitely been a little challenge trying to get people to just see you as someone, a solo artist, but also too just as a grown man.
Yeah, like how do you deal with that? Like, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like people like me, even like Ray J. Okay, Ray J, because we all grew up together. Like Ray J just proved to everybody that he was just a gangbanger.
Really?
Like that's how he got people to see that he was a grown ass man. He just became a blood, like, and hung out with Suge Knight the whole time. But we see and I mean, but also then became an amazing businessman and kind of created his own niche in whatever way. But
for sure,
I feel like people who start off in the game really young, we gotta prove ourselves. Not only just, like you said, to the industry, but it's almost like just to prove to like, look, I'm not some little boy that was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
No, for real.
I've been through the shit. I come from the mud, and we see a lot of entertainers crash out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because of that, because of the pressures and the stigma of just wanting to. Everybody goes through it in life of just like wanting to be your own person, but then when you have a lens on you constantly, and then and it's a lens that they project, that they feel like they know you, and and so like I said, I got lucky because my sense of humor and comedy, I was always able to play it up. But then if I had to be honest, like it was women for me. Like it was, I had this chip on my shoulder that I was just gonna prove to. Oh, okay, I think I'm a little woman. I'm gonna fuck your girl. like that literally was my mindset of like I'm gonna prove to the world that I'm a man. And then obviously through lots of therapy and all that stuff, I realized that was the wrong way to go about it. But again, I didn't do the super crash out, but it's like those were the things that kind of, it was like this chip on my shoulder for a lot of time. So did you ever experience anything like that? And if so, how'd you deal with it?
Honestly, bro, social media has been a blessing because I feel like maybe the generation before me, the only way that they could prove that they were grown and doing things was through their music or through their music videos or, looking older. But with social media, I really,
That's what I was doing.
On social media, I feel like I don't even have to put any music out for people to see that I'm grown. You just go to my Instagram story. I'm there with my friends, drinking and having a good time. So I kind of already showed people who I was before I put music out. I mean, I remember during Mindless, it was crazy if we cussed. Oh my God, he said the best. Now it's like people see worse and they don't even think twice because they probably saw it on social media first. So it's not really like you have to be some, show them. It's just, and also too, I'm a funny guy. Like I'm gonna laugh at myself before anyone else. So if you're gonna joke on me, I probably said the joke yesterday. So.
And I feel like Mindless Behavior was like, y'all came in like on the tail end of like 106 and Park and all that stuff, right? Or was it?
I want to say we were the last little era for 106.
Because you guys did your own version of the Scream tour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember, obviously we did Scream tour and all that stuff, and just so y'all got that last little taste of like fan frenzy. And I don't think young black audiences have had anything since y'all. Like if I'm being
honestly, bro, I don't even know. I see it on social media a lot where people are like, thank God.
Is there like a young, kid that girls are going crazy for? Like I can't really.
I don't even know.
Shouts out to my man J-Don, J.D. McQuarrie. He fucking 6'7". What? Oh, I thought he said, nah, but he grown. I don't know, like. I'm talking about like Mindless Behavior, like
an
my
era.
little nieces was going crazy for them, even because I didn't have my daughter was too young during that time, huh? Yeah,
kids are
but that's what I'm saying.
now.
Like, but I mean, not when you think about it. Whether it's Mindless Behavior, whether it's before that B2K, all that it was girls all the way back to the Jackson 5. Like it would be 6, 7-year-old girls. At the show, all the way to grown women. Like there's no, I can't think since Mindless Behavior has there been like young teen heartthrobs.
Yeah, because after that, social media really started getting, because we came out when Instagram was like created the same year. So after we kind of disbanded like TikTok and Vine and Keek and Kick, all these social media platforms were out. So people, I think the biggest thing we're missing is artist development. But when I joined Mindless, I was 9 years old. So I had 4 years of straight artist development. No school, like just homeschooling, no parties, no friends, just waking up, rehearsal, school, waking up, rehearsal, school, waking up, rehearsal, school. So no social media.
You felt like that was some Michael Jackson shit, like your childhood was taken away from you?
Yeah, heck yeah, but it's fine because you know what? My mom will still go to a New Edition concert as if it's her new favorite group. So I feel like I met my fans when I was 10, 11, 12. So I feel like they're my fans for life. Like we grew up together. So
nah, that's dope.
You know what I mean? It's like.
But what do you feel like you missed out on? Having such a strenuous upbringing like that.
Probably like the dating life.
Really?
Yeah, because even
had women going crazy for you.
Yeah, but we were so sheltered from everything. We didn't have phones. I mean, I remember the first time we performed on 106 in Park. We didn't even know what we were doing. They just were like, put your clothes on, come to this address, And our manager was like, okay, you're about to do this rehearsal, but treat it like it's the real show. And there's going to be a real audience. We were just so naive. We did it, come off. Okay, that was live. Let's go back to school. Like, we were so not even in that world that even now when people come up to me and tell me like, oh, I grew up listening to you, I'm like, really? I thought we only had our core fan base. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really know. So it didn't really get to me, but artist development is what really is missing.
And that's dope to where, like, you're probably one of the first people I've ever heard that said social media was a benefit for your mental health.
Not mental health now. Not mental health, hell no. But social media was a benefit to just create your own narrative.
Right.
You know what I mean? When Mindless ended, I was able to say, okay, well, who's Princeton? Well, let me show people that on Snapchat, on Twitter, before any label could come to me and tell me who I am as an artist. I could just do it myself.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
We definitely didn't have that.
Nah.
Or like you said, the only outlet was the music.
Was the music, yeah.
So tell me about your love for music, man. Who if you had to describe your style and everything that you guys are putting together, who's some of your inspirations?
I'm always going to say Michael Jackson. Always going to say people like Mark Anthony. I grew up in LA. I'm half Mexican, half black, so like growing up in my
Call
household,
that a Mac, that's what that is.
what? Growing up, Mark Anthony is all that we played. Usher, of course. Honestly, bro, just any male artist that performs.
Right.
You know, I started off as a dancer, so performing is something that you'll never not see me dancing. Like,
Do you miss anything about being in, one of the most popular guy groups of your generation?
do I miss anything? Probably just like being on tour with the fans, but I'm about to go on tour this summer, so I feel like
Hey,
a lot
fans
of
gonna be a
what
lot growner than they was when the last time you was out there.
Heck yeah. No, there's not really something crazy that I miss. I mean, me and the boys still talk, so it's not like we're missing
Y'all
that.
still cool. All that.
Yeah.
We gonna see the Mindless Behavior biopic soon.
Heck, now I was talking to one of the group members yesterday. So yeah, I feel like there's nothing a lot to miss, you know. But shout out to social media for keeping, I guess, the name in good spirits.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. And
Other than that, we don't thank social media for anything.
I mean, social media in itself has it's made a lot of people really, famous, I guess we could say.
Yeah.
It's made a lot of people a lot of money, but it's also, like we said, when you talk about your mental health and the effects on us all, once they do the studies in a few years, we're going to see, like, because, I mean,
Right.
you like you said, you guys came out the same year Instagram came out, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how, Gen Z and the alpha generation are actually.
What is it, Gen X?
Well, I think Gen
Yeah,
X
what are we?
I'm Gen X. Then it was millennials, and then it's Gen Z, right?
Okay.
And then the new one is alphas. Yeah.
What?
That's my kids, is the alphas. But,
Okay, gotcha.
And then
I'm
like
Gen
as
Z.
fast as AI moving, like you never like
What?
it's gonna be.
AI is something else. I'm about to get connected with AI and do a reunion so an AI version can go on tour and make some.
Are you super into tech and stuff like that? Are you interested? Because I mean, if you're in the music industry, that's definitely where it's going.
You know what? I want to say yeah, but I'm not that
Tapped in
now. I'm much more into like even now when I write, I'd much rather write it down than
Right.
put it in my phone or I'd rather just be out with some nature. I'm not really. On
And
it,
what
so.
you talked about saying for your childhood, some of the things you got to miss out on is the dating life. I'm sure like all your music, everything you're writing about is relationships.
Yeah.
Are you telling true stories? Or you just
bro.
are you really spilling it all?
You know, bro, this is my best friend, Mike Rivers. Shout out to him. Honestly, bro, I think that's why it took me a while to get my music right, because I was recording with the best producers and the best studios, and I'd record it, and everybody would say it's cool, but like, is this really what you went through? And all I really could write about was performing at the White House, being on
Right.
tour. Like my whole life has been on the road, so I remember telling my mom, like, I'm gonna take 1 year to just not live a normal life, but I'm gonna experience some normal things. I need to get my heart broken. I need to probably break somebody's heart. I need to really like never been on a date, never been to a football game, and I'm like 24 years old. Like,
You ever been on a date when you was till you was 24?
I wasn't dating like that, bro. I was so much in my career that I feel like that would come later, but once and then about a year later, I was like, all right, I've done enough living.
So you on You on every little girl's wall, your posters are everywhere, and you ain't even touch a date until 24 till you was a grown man.
Okay, let me not say not touch a date. I'm definitely been
Well, that
out.
looks like with mindless behavior out there knocking things down.
Heck nah. I definitely went on
all
dates.
of that just out there.
Heck nah. But I never like been in love. Like I never, introduced somebody to my family. I'm just was career driven. But now, stuff I've been through, I feel like I can write 3 albums worth. I'm
Really?
like, what? Lived a little too much. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and you put it all out through your music.
But I want to play you some stuff. It's a mixture of like R&B, pop, Latin, contemporary. It's just a whole different mix of just different sounds.
So do you have that light skin frustration?
First of all, I'm not light skinned, okay? I am not light skinned, bro.
What are you? Light skin.
I am not light skinned. I'm like
mocha.
I'm right in that middle.
Man,
bro.
with that ponytail, I don't care what color you are, you light skinned.
I'm not light skinned. I'm like right on the edge of it. But
they call me light skinned, so you are definitely light skinned.
Okay, so what is light skin problems? Because clearly I don't
I
know.
think it's not even problems. First of all, like that's the thing. Light skinned people get a bad rap, man. Like they get called soft. You done seen the damn memes.
Okay.
Like this how light skinned people turn off the lights. This how light skinned people sit. This how light skinned people. You see it. And I was just like, you
light skin problems though?
Or even just the frustration, like always trying to prove, like, look, I'm more than just a pretty boy.
No, I don't really care what people think of me.
Because I know there's a lot of light-skinned niggas that will get to it because of their light-skinned frustration. Christopher Williams, Chris Brown. Like them niggas will punch you in your mouth because they light-skinned frustration.
Heck nah, I'm not that frustrated. Because I'm not even light-skinned, so I don't know what you're talking about.
You are in denial, Princeton.
Your boy is not light-skinned. Maybe a little bit.
That's why I said
Maybe
girls have pretty girl problems, guys have light-skinned frustration.
Light skin frustration. Okay, well maybe I need to go into therapy. And you know what? My next session, I'm gonna be like, I learned this thing about light skin problems. Please diagnose me.
But now you seem very balanced, man, and you got it all together. And that,
Appreciate you.
Man, to say for a lot of people that started young in the game, and that's hard to come out with the equanimity and the balance of being able to be like, look, I'm a grown man, I got it together, and I'm still pursuing my dreams, still out here active and making a living, man. So I salute you.
Bro, I salute you, bro. People like you set the bar that you could be in this industry and do whatever you want at any time and still do it. You've done like everything under the sun. I'm sure the last thing you haven't done is become president, and I don't even hold that past you.
I don't want to. I'll let Trump and them handle that.
All right, yeah.
No doubt, man. Well, I appreciate you. Thanks for rocking with us. You rocking with us for the entire show, too,
Yeah, I'm
right?
here.
Man, y'all see it. Legend in the building. The one and only Princeton Perez.
Yeah.
Let's get it.